Hi, Dorothy here. I wanted to take a second today and talk to you about life after breakups. After a breakup, whether you're the person being broken up with or the person breaking up, it's typically rather painful and you have a lot of unpleasant feelings. And I've seen people take two different routes with those. The first one being people will avoid, react, and resist their emotions and the pain that they're feeling by buffering with like alcohol or trying to find a way to feel better outside of themselves. And then the other option that I've seen people take is really taking this as a learning lesson and trying to develop and just catapulting their life into a whole new world that they've never even met or had the opportunity to look at before. So I promote the second one, and I really try to help my clients get through that. And one of the biggest things is learning to process pain. And so I wanted to take today to really help you understand a tool that you could use. You've listened to anything I've had before, you know that your thoughts cause your feelings cause your actions, and your actions cause your result. Interestingly, your pain is, whether it's sadness, frustration, anger, that is a feeling that's being caused by a thought. And we're so reluctant to feeling our feelings because we're thinking it's going to be very painful. And when you actually sit with it and think about it and like observe your body undergoing a painful emotion, you recognize that it's not as harmful as you think. It's an unpleasant feeling. It's not great, but it's causing no long-term harm to you, and it's 100% manageable. Step one is to feel your pain, and like I said, just really sitting there being like, I'm processing pain right now. Like continually thinking that thought as you're feeling that painful emotion, whether that's frustration, anger, betrayal, sadness, whatever that is for you. Then I want you to notice yourself trying to avoid, resist, or react. Don't give in to it. Continue to say thoughts to yourself like, that's not worth it. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm noticing that I have a desire to avoid this negative emotion. Then I want you to allow that hard and heavy vibration in your body, that is that emotion for you, and allow it to sit there with you and continue to go about your day while letting it sit there with you. Then I want you to start noticing your thoughts and then writing them down. So when you do sit there and you go through these steps, what's going to happen is your mind is going to become a lot more clear because you're going to recognize that your emotion is separate and you're having thoughts that are causing that emotion and that feeling for you. So write down those thoughts, get them out on paper. It's so important that you write them down. When you write all these thoughts down, they can be kind of chaotic and crazy, and some of them are like, I deserve better, he shouldn't have done that, why does he think he can do that? And they can become very overwhelming very quickly. So as you write them down, understand that you're going to feel overwhelmed. Understand that the overwhelm, again, is just another feeling, and allow that to sit there and continue to be able to function and do your regular day-to-day activities. After you sit down and write down all of your thoughts, allow it all to be there, allow the overwhelm to sit there with you, allow the pain to sit there with you, and just allow and process those through your body. And then invite yourself to let go of that thought. And when I want to emphasize the word invite. So you're not going to want to let go of that thought. You're thinking it for a reason. Maybe you want to be sad about it. But invite yourself to let go of that thought and then give yourself time to respond. The thought that's not serving you, it's clearly causing you pain. Invite yourself, what would it be like if I didn't think this and then I'm thinking that everything happens for a reason? Once you give yourself time to respond, I want you to take a moment and like physically release that emotion, physically release that thought. And so whatever that thought is that's causing you so much pain, literally like conceptually try to see it in your mind as releasing that thought from your brain. It's just a leaf on your tree and it falls off. You let go of it. And when it falls off, it falls into a stream and the stream takes it away. And I know that sounds woo-woo, but I promise you it works. And it makes sure that you're not avoiding and resisting the pain, because you'll always end up coming back to that. So once you process these feelings that are so hard for you and you want to resist and you feel so heavy and restrictive, when you start processing those, you're going to start being able to release them and let go of the thoughts that are causing those emotions. And you're going to come up with new thoughts that create so much more productivity in your life, and they promote healthy and really great feelings for you. And my biggest one is everything is happening for you. You didn't make any wrong mistakes. Everything's happening for you. Literally, it's so funny. My cousin Wes just told me this the other day. You didn't make any mistakes. You're experiencing this because you were meant to experience this. And so I say the same thing to you. You didn't make any mistakes. You're experiencing this because you're supposed to. And when you start thinking thoughts like that, you start to build a differentness and a different way of thinking that serves you and is going to catapult you into the next level of your life. But I know that it can be painful, and I think that this is one of the first things you need to start addressing, is really being able to understand how to process your pain versus just avoiding, resisting, and reacting to it. So I hope that helps. Thanks everyone for listening. Have a great day. Bye.